Hi guys, Jez B in the UK with an update video for you on the My Passive Trades platform. It is the 23rd of March 2020 and I'm just really following up from the two videos I shot. One of them was just over the 7 days ago, a week ago, and the last one was 6 days ago, My Passive Trades Important Update Part 2. Now in both of those videos I was pretty much flagging up that the program had put a pause on operations in terms of the actual trading profits that were rewarded back to the advertising packs. There was no withdrawals, but equally there was no deposits allowed while this particular pause happened on the platform, and they were obviously looking to review the situation as to the best way forward. And I mean, if you watched either of those two videos, the pause was in response to the way the markets have been extremely volatile with the whole sort of world situation that's going on at the moment with this coronavirus, stock markets crashing, companies being forced to close down, and in some cases, not too certain if they're going to end up coming back with what's going on at the moment. But Darren Bradbury and Bill from My Passive Trades did do an update video in the week, and I will put a link to the Zoom, and I'll show you that particular Zoom recording in a second. Then that was on March the 20th that they did the Zoom, and there is a few, I've seen a couple of people sort of put this particular post through. There's a post in the My Passive Trades official Facebook group that kind of outlines the main highlights, if you like, from that Zoom call. So as you can see here, it's saying these points are based on my understanding from what have been discussed in the Zoom so far. If there are any missing points, I'll update accordingly. So you can see site updates will be available within the next 24 to 48 hours. And I'm going to show you the My Passive Trades site in a moment. The reason I didn't do the video earlier was because the changes hadn't happened, so it wouldn't have made a lot of sense to actually talk about the new packs that they brought out, etc., without the site being updated to reflect that. All existing active ad packs will be returned to your account, and the total amounts will be reflected in the members' balances in USD. Now a key part of that is the returns will obviously be minus anything you've already been paid out on those packs, because obviously those packs up until the pause were paying a daily return back. So in effect, on the ad packs purchased, you've for most people, obviously, we've had some of the money back, as it were. So 3 members can purchase the new ad packs using their USD balances. 4, the ERK coin, or the Eureka coin, will be the currency of the Polaris portfolio profit share payments. And 5, each new pack costs $10 and it never expires. 6, earnings are weekly and they are not fixed. Now what they're saying by that is, obviously before, where they were saying it was up to 1.25% daily, averaged at 1%. This one won't be fixed in that same way per day. Obviously, as you'll see on the Zoom, they are hoping to at least hit the same kind of levels that they were doing in the old system, but there can't be any guarantees with that, guys. So we could either do a hell of a lot better. There might be weeks where we might do a little bit worse, but in the general scheme of things, it should kind of even out. And the fact that it's sort of a open-ended is pretty cool as well. So weekly earnings are based on trading performance. There's a new comp plan, so you now have 6 levels, whereas previously it was 2 levels. So there's an 8%, 3%, 2, 2, 1, and 1. 70% of the net profits of the Polaris portfolio will go to the weekly payouts to MPT members who purchase the new ad packs, and 20% of the net profits will be compounded to grow the portfolio, and then 10% of the net profits will be continuously used to buy back and burn ERK. So with the buy back and burn, you're actually reducing the supply of the coin, which by default it's supply and demand. So the less of a coin there is, it's no different with Bitcoin, the less of it there is available obviously the value increases. ERK will be continuously bought back and burned using 10% of the net profits generated by an ever-growing portfolio. This constantly increases the demand for ERK, and then finally the goal of this new plan is to give MPT members a very sustainable and profitable opportunity to earn no matter what the markets decide to do next. So that's kind of the key points of the Zoom video, and as you can see in the Facebook group page, My Passive Trades Official, if you look under the announcement section, it's one of the sort of the top pin posts on the page. You can see there Darren Bradbury was live, and it's March 20th, 11:16 AM. It is an hour and a half's worth of a video, but if you are in My Passive Trades, if you've not already seen this, chances are you may well have done, but if you haven't, I highly urge you to view the video where Darren was obviously explaining the new system, and then did quite a lengthy Q&A section where he answered, you know, all of the questions really put to him. I can't think he didn't answer any of them. But even having watched that, I was kind of like, right, do I do my video on the 20th? And I just felt more comfortable actually doing it once the changes were made, so I could see what was going on with the site, etc. So as I say, I'll put the link to this video down below, or obviously if you're already in the Facebook page, hopefully you've already watched this, but if you haven't, definitely urge you to do it. Now if we head on over to the My Passive Trades site, if you scan down now, you'll see that we have a new section here called Forever adpacks Summary. So that's these new adpacks that are going to cost $10 and are open-ended. If you go down, you won't see the platinum adpacks or the old adpacks. Now what they've actually done, the way the scripts were working before, the old adpacks that we used to have, the cron job has actually sort of submitted what the balance I had remaining, because what they've done is for all of the active adpacks you've had, they've been paid out to 110%. So depending on how much you had back from your adpacks will determine the balance that would have been paid, if you see what I mean, because obviously if they paid some out to you already and you've done withdrawals, or you know, you put it back in there, you've actually had payouts on those packs. Now I took screenshots pretty much when all the announcements are going on, so I know I had around about $8,000 in packs. The biggest chunk of those was in my the new platinum adpacks, where I had around about $5,400. The old packs had gone down to around about, it was $2,600, and I'm pretty certain that the balance showing at the moment is the remaining sum that was owed on those packs, which were daily sort of drying up anyway. Now as I did have a look around here earlier just to have a look at platinum adpacks, and I think what's happened is, and this is one of the reasons I wanted to do it on this video, you can see that, say, some of the recent ones I bought on the 15th of March, $20 was the deposit, earned was 22, and the balance is showing as 22. So they've paid the 110%, if you like, on that, because that was a fairly new pack. But if we go down and let's look at some where I've actually earned some returns. Right, for instance, this one here, $45 of adpacks was purchased. So at 110%, it would be $49.50 owing. The pack had already paid me out $405, which I'd taken to my wallet. So the final figure on that balance is $45.45. So hopefully you get the idea that if some of the packs had already paid you some money back, the 110% figure there obviously will adjust for what you've already had back on that pack, and then you've got the value that's sitting in the balance. So if you scan down, you can see some others like that as well. So we've got $75 worth of adpacks there. At 110% would have paid $82.50. I had $9.75 out of it already. So the credit there is $72.75. So that is where I'm hopefully confident the balance has gone to. So I'm going to transfer all to wallet. And probably what I might do initially is just have a little bit of a tot up, but I won't do that on camera, just so I can hopefully see that corresponding amount goes over to my wallet. Okay guys, I've actually done the tot up in the background on the figures, and if the 4 pages that I've gone through should mean there's $4,837.35 that would transfer over, so we will soon find out. If that was added on to the balance that's currently showing, which was from the old adpacks, if you remember I had 300 and I think it's about 14 there, it should give me a new balance of $5,151.57. So yeah, let's just do the deal on the transfer all to wallet. Let's see, I would imagine it does the whole thing if you do that, so let's just see what happens. There we go, so it's saying they've gone over to the wallet. Let's now take a look at the account, and if we scan down, no, so it's less than I've added up there on those 4 sheets, so unless there is some remaining, let me just check those adpacks out. So it's cleared. Let's just see. No, according to that, it has gone through, so everything is cleared over. Yeah, so unless my calculations are incorrect, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is at the moment. We'll have to see if anything changes on the balances, but looking at that, if the 300 was there, I would say, yeah, there was some slight shortfall on that, but I may be incorrect, you know. But obviously, I've got 4,368.59 there at the moment, and these forever adpacks are going to be $10 each. So that would, let's just double check. That would mean I could get 436 of these new packs. So let's just see if we can do that now. Because effectively, guys, although there is a USD value there, you can't actually withdraw that out in US dollars or via Bitcoin. So you basically got to buy the forever adpacks. The earnings that you then get weekly off of those, in the form of the ERK coin, you can then put on the exchange and obviously exchange out to BTC or, you know, hold them or whatever. But let's just buy some of these adpacks at the moment. Maybe in repurchase. Let me just see if it's from the. That makes no sense there. So let's just try. Because if you can see the payment option, it's saying 32.57 in Bitcoin somehow or the other. I'm not quite sure. So let's go back and see if we can do it out of repurchase. Let's see if that shows the wallet. Yeah, so that's actually giving me a little bit less. So it'd be 433. So for some odd reason, $32 odd of it is not showing up on here, but not the end of the world. So what we'll do 433. Again, you can see here, shares never expire, no surfing required, purchase of above advertising package gives you you get the same sort of credits as we had on the old packages. So I'm going to select now, we'll take it from there, and we buy now. Hopefully those 433 should go through. Successfully purchased, and if I go to account overview, you can see there forever adpack summary. So we got $4,330 worth there. There's 38.59 there. I wonder if let's just go to wallet. I'm just going to see if it's possible to well, it shouldn't be, because they should have there should be no BTC payments. So let's see if we can buy another 3 of these packs. Let's do 3 Bitcoin, and we'll buy now. Yeah, so that's cleared that up, guys. So that's use those. So it should be 430. Yeah, 4,360 of those packs. So that's really what you have to do. So if you've not gone into your account for a while, I just wanted to film what was actually going to happen. So I wanted to come to mine and do exactly what I'd need to do so you would see it. So with the old Platinum adpacks, as you saw, your balances will all be showing if you haven't transferred anything over. Mine have all zeroed out now because I've done it, but effectively what they did to end them and expire them, they were paying out at 110%. So for instance, this particular one was a fairly new deposit, so it hadn't earned anything in terms of what I'd already withdrawn, so they paid that at 22 and it was showing there on the balance. So all I've done, I've gone through, checked them out, and then I just transferred all to wallet. So that's how I got that 4,300 and odd over into my wallet. There was a $300 amount in there originally. Now that came from the very original adpacks because they were working on a different cron job. Now I'm not a techie person, but the cron jobs are basically the scripts that run in the background on the particular program. So the profits from the old adpacks would automatically hit your wallet, whereas if you remember with the new Platinum ones, you have to go in and transfer your balance over to the wallet, which is effectively what I did just a while ago. And we've now purchased those forever adpacks. So yeah, this is it's going to be an interesting one. We've got to see. I've every confidence that it's well thought through, and you know, hopefully the earnings are kind of in line with what it was previously with MPT. This is just, you know, my journey with this and what I'm having to do. I'm taking stock of the situation with the platform. Everyone's going to have their own take on it, and some people are not going to be happy because it switched from the BTC. But if you watch that Zoom video that where Darren explains why this has happened and the changes, I think, yeah, it puts you in a slightly more comfortable position about it. But again, that's just my feeling on it. It's not necessarily going to be everyone else's. I'm going to shoot a separate video with regards to the other side of this, which would be the wallets and everything. So I don't want to make this video too long. I've got a habit of doing videos that can go on for an hour, and I can appreciate everyone hasn't got that sort of time necessarily to view a YouTube video. But what you're going to need to do now going forward is actually register at the exchange. I'll leave a link below for the Eureka exchange. You can click through, just get yourself set up. I've still got to do my KYC, which is basically taking a selfie where you're holding up your ID document and a date below, so I'll get that done. I've actually already, prior to all of this happening with the site, I was actually holding some ERK coins anyway. I have 22,500 nearly of those particular coins. I've got a little bit of BTC there. So yeah, the plan for me originally with this sort of 22,500 was purely to actually stake those on the wallet. I'll also leave a link for the Eureka coin site. Now, if you go over here, you can actually download a desktop wallet to your laptop or PC, and that's where you can actually hold the ERK in that particular wallet, and you can effectively stake the coin if you like, so you can earn on holding the coin. They also do a mobile app, Eureka wallet app, which you can get from the Play Store. I think they are still working on the Apple version, the you know, for iPads and Macs, etc. So I don't think that's available just yet. So you've either got the Android mobile wallet, or you can download this particular wallet, which will work for sort of Windows format computers, etc. But I'm sure, you know, the other wallet formats are going to be out pretty soon anyway. So as I say, I'll leave the link for this one. So if you are interested in downloading the desktop wallet, you can do that here. I'll also leave the link for the Eureka exchange. This is just obviously my dashboard in the background, but obviously you just click the exchange element here and you can go through to the exchange. Now there are other exchanges where the ERK coin will be something you can trade on. They've got Crex24, HitBTC, I believe there's 2 others as well. Personally, I'd probably just stick with the Eureka exchange because they have they basically combine other order books from other exchanges anyway. So I would think you would have you know, the best sort of I'm trying to think of the word. I'm struggling here, guys. You know, the most sort of activity within this exchange anyway, rather than doing it on other ones. But you know, that's going to be your preference along the line, what you choose to do. So that's it for this video. I'm going to wrap it up. I just wanted to show exactly what I've done over on the site. So you can see I've actually got my profits from the Platinum adpacks, transferred them over to the wallet, and have subsequently bought the new Forever adpacks. Again, as I said at the beginning of the video, if you haven't already seen Darren's video from the 20th, I do recommend you go over here. Let's bring that back to the beginning. I'll pause that there. Head over to the My Passive Trades official site. I will put the link to the video below as well, but do watch that. It is an hour and a half, but if you're already in My Passive Trades, it's going to be an hour and a half well spent, so you understand why the decision was taken to change part of the format of the program. But you know, I can't really tell you how you're going to view it, but personally I think, you know, this is probably the best way forward in view of what's going on in the current global financial scene. You know, whether that's you're trading Forex, you're doing crypto or whatever, you know, we are in very unstable times at the moment. You know, I'm sure you're all aware of that. So a lot of programs at the moment are just sort of pausing completely, giving half payouts. There's a few other passive programs that I'm in that are reducing their payouts because of what's going on with the markets. And even the better Forex ones are actually paying out a bit lower now, which is understandable because the returns are not going to be quite what they were. Some of the programs are not going in with the full trading funds that they have because they've got to be prudent, you know. So I think these guys were wise to pause when they did, rather than risks, you know, the funds they had trading that were paying the profit elements back on the adpacks. But yeah, you know, it's going to be one of those that time will tell how effective the plan is in returning the sort of daily profits that we were getting in the old setup with My Passive Trades. That now there's, you know, 70% of profits will come back from Polaris to pay into MPT, and they've also got a buyback on these ERK coins as well. So hopefully that maintains the value. Again, a lot of people are going to be a little bit twitchy and uncomfortable at first, but I think with anything you have to kind of give anything new the opportunity to prove itself. You know, I mean, let's in 2-3 months' time, if we're all sitting there and saying we've not been able to pull profits out, etc., etc., then that's a different story. But at the moment, if you watch that video, it's a well thought out sort of strategy, and you know, let's just hope that it pans out the way that obviously Darren, Nabil, and the management team at My Passive Trades and Polaris want it to, for the good of the members. So that is where I'm going to end this one, because we're just shy of the 25 minutes. I say I will do a separate video just explaining the other elements of the program, obviously Eureka Exchange and the Eureka Coin site, and yeah, the two will tie together then. But just wanted to show you that any of you are bobbing in and out of your account and looking and thinking where's you know, where's your sort of funds gone, etc. If you haven't already transferred the money over from your Platinum adpacks, that's where you need to go to actually hit that transfer all to wallet, because you will see the status is all expired on the old pack, so your balances will be here, less what you've already withdrawn. I mean, obviously all of mine are complete now because I've transferred everything over, but as I showed you at the beginning of the video, some of them I'd had a partial payout, so the balance was obviously what the 110% of your original deposit less what you've already withdrawn, and that equals your balance. So hopefully this video has cleared that up for anyone who's a bit confused as to what's going on in the back office there, and you know, why with the new format you may not have seen the funds, because they would have still been sitting over in the Platinum ad pack section. Obviously if you had the original early packs that were prior to the Platinum ad packs, the profits you had remaining would have gone into your wallet anyway. For me, you know, most of those were going to be coming to an end anyway, so I'd obviously had a lot of the payments back out of the original packs. So it was mostly, as you've seen, what I've transferred was actually the more recent Platinum ad packs. Anyway guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. As always, thanks for watching, and the links will be below for the relevant things we've discussed in this video, and I'll see you on the next update video. And with everything that's going on at the moment, guys, stay safe, listen to the advice you're being given, and remember, we will get through this. It's, you know, but we all need to play our part. So stick with the social distancing, stay safe, and look out for each other. See you on the next video, guys. Take care.